Diddy's legal advisor has just been called out for leaking information of the trial. We are talking about Mark Garrigus, who isn't even one of Diddy's lawyers. He's only a legal advisor. Advisor is just somebody there that provides guidance and support to the defendant, or less commonly, to the prosecution or the court. And the feds hit hard on him today, accusing him of leaking information on his podcast that he has with Harvey Levin from TMZ. They're talking about the information that Mark is giving on Two Angry Men to Harvey Levin. What makes this situation even more messy is the fact that in the past, Mark Garrigus has been Diddy's lawyer before, but now his daughter is Diddy's lawyer in this current criminal trial. So the government submitted this letter because lately Diddy had wanted to gag order all of the victims' lawyers from not being able to talk about this case to the public. So now the feds are shooting back saying, oh, you think it's fine to have Mark Garrigus running back to TMZ's Harvey Levin and telling everything about this criminal trial? So the feds wrote a letter to the judge today and said during the course of jury selection, despite the presence of 7 defense attorneys who have filed notices of appearance to be on this case and a jury consultant, the defense team appeared to consult with Mark Garrigus and other members of the Garrigus and Garrigus law firm. Mr. Garrigus and his firm have a long-standing relationship with Diddy, but neither Mr. Garrigus nor any member of his firm have filed a notice of appearance to be in this case. And they put in there, as recently as 3 days ago, Mark spoke at length about the trial in his podcast called Two Angry Men with Harvey Levin, the creator of the tabloid podcast news organization TMZ. And during the podcast, he opinioned a variety of topics that involved the trial. In the footnote, they included the links where the judge can go and click on it to get to the video and hear everything he had to say. And they are saying that he was characterizing specific pieces of evidence in this case, describing the government's use of the Intercontinental Hotel video of Diddy attacking Cassie as character assassination. Also, the makeup of the prosecution team handling this case, basically talking about how they were all women, and I did hear all of this. And the arguments that the defense intends to make, noting that defendant has a violent temper, and especially, I think, when you combined it with substance use, that isn't what he's being charged with. In the podcast, Mark advised listeners that he will be back next week to discuss further. So the feds say Diddy just brought this up, how all of the victims' lawyers should be gag ordered to not be able to speak at all until this trial starts. So there is no way that Mark should be able to go on Two Angry Men and give all of these comments. They're not asking for a gag order specifically, but they are telling the judge to remind him of the local rules, just like they did all of the victims' lawyers for Diddy. So it looks like Mark is not going to be able to discuss further like he said he was going to do with Harvey Levin on Two Angry Men. And I found this all very, very interesting, but y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.